Going over to the political part podcast, you have thanks to the Steven Crowder Mug Club, we know that the New York City COVID Czar actually hosted sex parties while simultaneously shutting down everything, forcing people to stay at home and take the jab. Now, comes with thanks to Steven Crowder's personal extra profile saying, quote, breaking, New York City COVID Czar held secret drug-fueled sex parties during the global pandemic, says New Yorkers would have been pissed if they found out because he was running the entire COVID response for the city. This is Dr. J. Varma, former senior advisor for public health, New York City's office. This, again, thanks to the undercover reporting, which is that's only exists thanks to the Mug Club. And it's a little bit long. It's about 2 minutes, but definitely worth watching. Got 5.8 million views. There's this quote-unquote Dr. J. Varma.
I actually was the one who convinced the mayor to make it a mandate.
Talking about the vaccine mandate.
New York City found out that you're having sex parties during COVID?
Yeah, it would have been a big deal. Yeah, it would have been real bad. We went to some underground dance party underneath a bank in Wall Street. And we were all rolling, we were all taking Molly, and everybody's high. And I was so happy because I hadn't done that in a year and a half, a year or whatever. And but I was looking around being I wonder if anybody sees me. They're gonna definitely, because this was not COVID friendly. The only way I could do this job for the city was if I had some way to blow off steam every now and then. You're kind of sneaky about it because hotels didn't want people gathering there. Because I was running the entire COVID response of the city. My wife and I had one with our friends, in August of that first summer. So we rented a hotel. It was fun. We all took Molly, and just it was 8 or 9 of us, and then 8 to 10 of us in a room, and everybody had a blast because everybody was so pent up because it had been everybody was just stuck together and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And sometimes it isn't so much about entering sex, sometimes it's just something about bodies being close to each other, just being naked with friends.
Was that when everything was locked down?
But it was the summer of 2020. So walk around the streets and eat outdoors.
Did you have any mandates in place?
There wasn't any restrictions on gathering, you could actually gather people. The hotels didn't want us to have parties, but they weren't gonna
Yeah.
It's so funny. It's because I did all this deviant sexual stuff while I was on TV.
That's a complete moron. How many people is he telling about this? This is multiple camera shots, folks.
And all this stuff.
Yeah.
And people aren't you afraid? Aren't you embarrassed? And I was no, actually, I'm really I love being my authentic self. So the way we do it in public health is we make it very uncomfortable to be unvaccinated. I don't expect the education to change your behavior. I'm just gonna make it really hard for you to do your job. You can't get a job. You can't go to a restaurant. You can't go to school. It's I'm just gonna get vaccinated.
So was it technically kind of forcing you?
Yeah, that's what you force people by making it really uncomfortable.
That's what Fauci said too. Yeah. Disgusting, mentally vacuous, morally vacuous. Getting 5.8 million views and 34,000 likes. And yeah, fun little fact about the jab. About $100 billion, I believe, between all the companies. Quite a lot. And one of the first top responses coming from Ethan Ivey saying drug sex parties in New York City during lockdowns when you couldn't even sell stuff at home without police coming to your house. Getting 2.3 thousand likes. There was a based electrician saying, quote, while New Yorkers across the city were locked down in their homes, this man was making decisions while having drug-fueled sex parties. You can't hate these people enough. Getting 1.1 thousand likes. Colin Rugg also says this guy should be in jail, getting 1,000 likes. Brenda Mariano says, disgusting, no regard for the lives he's completely destroyed with these illegal mandates he pushed, getting 777 likes. True. And again, friendly reminder, no one's been held accountable for any of that. That was Fauci famously said, oh yeah, you gotta make people uncomfortable, make their lives hell, then they'll take it. No one's in jail, no one's been fined, nothing. These days, the U.S. government, I guess we shouldn't be shocked. Also, American Papa Bear says, quote, it's clear that we are being led by weak and evil people, getting 31 likes. Picture says, Obama didn't care either, COVID was a lie. There's a little article about how Obama had hosted hundreds of people at a 60th party during the COVID, getting 1,000 likes. I Love American News says, to be clear, the experts weren't wrong. They lied. There's a big difference. Getting 1.2 thousand likes. Someone did just a picture of his face. Jeremy Carl says, the eyes always give him away. These people are psychopaths. Yeah, he looks creepy as hell. Getting 611 likes. Jerry says, those who have the power over you actually despise you. It's like how Newsom was telling us to lock down and not socialize while he's a fancy Napa Valley restaurant winning and dining with his friends. Getting 146 likes. Alpha Fem says, like Galvin, like Galvin, like Pelosi, like Whitmer, the list goes on and on, getting 377 likes. Going down more and more. Anti-woke meme says I was fired due to New York City COVID policy. When it left my life in shambles. I went through hell in order to escape from New York City. Getting 388 likes. Going down more and more. Which you also have Chief Nerd saying this health expert shut down over 5,000 businesses in New York City while he was living the best deviant life unreal. There's an article from the New York Post in 2022 saying how New York City had lost over 5,000 Manhattan businesses during the COVID pandemic, getting 708 likes. Here. Right Away Press says rules for me, not for thee, not for me, getting 174 likes. And let's see here. Yeah, at the end of the day, I don't think anyone's going to be actually held up. I mean, it's the public sector. They're really, if ever, held accountable. Maybe they'll put them on a paid time leave of absence, so to say. But yeah, one of the biggest stories that's been broken in the past couple of weeks, definitely. And hopefully they get people to think differently, maybe. I mean, I don't know, let's just say I'm not too optimistic, but let me know, are you surprised by this development? I mean, very similar to how, was it Nancy Pelosi who got her haircut when the entire city was shut down? Or was that the governor of Chicago, where they shut down the entire city, but then they got their own haircut privately? Then when they were actually asked about that, they go, "Oh yeah, I'm a public figure. I have to look good." Which incidentally enough, of course, they didn't look good, but they still had to justify getting, "Oh yeah, that's why I need a haircut." But let me know in the comments. Are you surprised by any of this? And do you think this quote unquote doctor will ever actually face any ramifications or prosecution for what he did? Let me know in the comments, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say for the day. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.